Hello there, this is my review of a LEGO Star Wars set 75372 Clone Trooper vs Battle Droid Battle Pack. This set comes with 215 pieces, 4 minifigures, 5 droids and 4 builds. Now, with all that said, let's get into the minifigures. Up first, I want to talk about the Battle Droid. He does look quite good, but I do think that the legs need to be updated on these figure. These need to pretty much be split in half so that they can move separately. But apart from that, it's fine. There are 2 of them in this set, and what's interesting about them is that one of them has 2 curved arms to pilot the Stap, and the other one has 2 straight arms, so if you want 2 battle droids with 1 straight arm and 1 curved arm, you can just swap them over. Also, the one that's meant to pilot the Stap also has a clip on the back to store his blaster. Never in my life did I think I would talk about LEGO battle droids for so long. The next character I want to talk about is a Super Battle Droid. They finally brought these back, and I think this was worth the 9-year wait. The new torso mold these supers have looks so good. The face is slimmer, there's a little indentation in the top right, which is accurate. The entire torso is sleeker than before, which is also quite accurate. The arms and legs are exactly the same as before, and that's fine, but just like the B1, I feel like the legs should have been updated so that they could move separately. There are 3 of them in this set, and I do feel like the amount of B1s and B2s should have been swapped so you have more B1s than B2s, but I don't mind overall, it's a good thing to see B2s returning anyways. Now then, getting into the actual minifigures, let's talk about the Coruscant Guard Trooper. The leg printing he has looks really good, and I can also say the same about his torso print. He also has a really good back print, and I also really like the helmet too. The printing on the helmet looks really good and is accurate to the in-universe design, and I don't really mind helmet holes too much. So in my opinion, this figure is really good. Oh, and before I forget, underneath his helmet is the normal clone head. And finally, we have the plain Phase 2 Clone Trooper. He has some very good torso and leg printing, and he also has a very good back print. Just like the Shock Trooper, I think that the printing on the helmet looks really good too. Just like I said before, I don't really mind the helmet holes on these helmets, so I think they're quite good overall. Underneath the helmet is the basic clone face. What else were you expecting? And there are 3 of these minifigures in the set. Now I did say at the start that I don't mind if a helmet has helmet holes. However, if it does have them, the set should come with accessories like rangefinders, visors and macro binoculars to make use of them. Now I did say 4 builds, but there's also a small crate, which when opened has 2 thermal detonators inside. The next build I want to talk about is this little turret. There's a stud shooter on the top. It works fine. There are shields on each side which can be taken off and given to a clone trooper, and there are also some spare clips to hold accessories. Aesthetics wise, I think the turret looks quite nice. One slight annoyance this build gives me though is that there's no studs behind the turret to stand the clone trooper, but overall it's quite a nice build. Up next is the clone speeder bike. There's a stud shooter on each side. At the back you can place in some of the clone blasters to give the speeder some rear-ended turrets. You've got a space for the gunner at the back and a space for the pilot at the front. There's also some handlebars at the front that the pilot can hold on to. Aesthetics wise, the main body looks good, but I think that the front is a bit too short. Also, I think that the shield plating at the front should be flipped around. But apart from that, it looks good. Now that we're done talking about the clone builds, let's talk about the Separatist builds. First, I'm going to talk about the Stap. Now, aesthetics wise, I think this is one of the best Stap speeders we've ever gotten. It looks very clean, and I think that the dark blue looks way better than the light blue previous ones. The only bad thing about it is that there's no Separatist logo on the front, but that's not too bad. Getting into the features, there are some turrets at the front. The head can move up, down, left and right. There are also some handlebars in which a battle droid can pilot the Stap. It also has this clear base to kind of support its weight and to make it kind of look like it's hovering above the ground. The final build in this set is the Tri-Droid. The head has 3 cannons and can also rotate 360 degrees. There are also some flick fire missiles integrated into the build just above the legs. The legs have 3 points of movement, being at the hip, the knee and the ankle joint. Inside the head of the Tri-Droid is a neon pink cylinder representing the Tri-Droid's brain. The actual build looks really good and accurate, and I don't think I can really fault it at all. The legs look really good, and so does the head. I don't think I can even see a single fault in this build at all. Now overall, I really like this battle pack, and for an extra £7 or an extra $10 on the regular battle pack pricing, it's quite a good value. The builds overall are quite good, and so are the minifigures in my opinion, so in my opinion I think this set deserves a 9 out of 10. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you found this video enjoyable or useful, and that's all from me. Goodbye for now.